Ya ba afi bra so si di o manga na nkoma no pay medenchia ma mona mifo nyina edi edodo wusu aka edi na fe Albert and right was so nice oh hunam kire no na kama pa nra na fan pa e be san repeat ye ho e be si ye ho so anope ochina ana I think so ochina e be da ni mu kakra anope ma me fa we ntwam na fe ye nhye nkomodie no assess Mrs Emilia Musa ene wa woda wo mani nyina so mun kan kire wo se wo mo ma awoda pa Mrs Emilia Musa ti wo mani nyina so ma happy birthday na no pay mikusunya na mechia menua ba Gladys Mose Mrs Mose Pharmacy ena feminua ba tab mensa sunyan anope mi chia mu nyina ma mu nyina chia no pay mi hu mu achia you my former Glamoze Hotel nyina usunyan ena fe Mr. Dujemfi our South Ridge Hotel sunyan anope mi so me chia pa ma wache meti mu nka hu mu achia pa amasa ponkuma kuma jesi aka wunye serious amano pe be obi amemo achi wa bokwa che da me hu no na beti anope bi jafo be kam se ofie be hye nko hwehwe na ase no eye mi benkum so pe doti mi benkum so pe no eye ndc na hye ede ma manfo mo German North oninya for Frederick Yaw ahenkwa me fa so di mi nyan ahenkwa oh okay ona bwa kwa ba and then they can what share me share with you wa ba fi ha oh I see into my first day at school
my environment that dey me ba that sister station
okay but on my UTV da and akwa ba and I feel ya wasanita no say political analyst one so aba ya akwa ba
aja njoso
bibia boko Kingsley Fai
that's a
one time
Kingsley Kafa and Dr. Kingsley Jiman ya chiano pa
Kingsley pa ya mwachi
me de mani ko hwe me ko hwanka sankasa e ko monitor because I have some interest in certain areas enti me ko ho
okay
na ya to me nkran so say me famro in fact Dr. Kingsley Jiman I want to believe say and iswadi hu bia owo no say utumi etebu ma ne party pa no mo so of the bayaduma
okay
about to a bedding pa 2024 na Honorable Collins Akono
me ameba
was incredible M2 say ono naturally ba also ne nua ketewa na uhu wa na
no
na ono de
no wanyini
ne nka se mu den
na wanyini
no so assemblyman
no assemblyman Chebi
Odumase
yes
na general manager so for Bank of
yeah
and the 2015 best youth farmer
that's right
and 2022 so we sanya best crop farmer
that's right
and teachers we kuyani so kan we have vacation classes man and crop from one potem hall
that's right
teachers we try from his own resources
and obebe MP abrebe so be MP
and ora Bernard kwabna amwakwata ono so oye a friend is saying senior credit analyst or GCB head office and also your former presiding member was 2 terms also called for the 3rd time Ebwakwa South Assembly member no match here Honorable Sechi Samuel so assemblyman for Ajapoma and also your Nagmo municipal deputy and also the longest serving assembly member Ebwakwa South and now some communities 9 Eshenas in communities no ya chiamu nyina that is Ajapoma Apronku and Atwen mania edinemu atwen nania so se na tweniase asafu pachi enti ya chiamu nyina ma bom ho modern mo sanso abom owura kinsechi ma ne aye
enti Kingsley man no pa bia obia no me ma wachi bi hu ne tene kache papa hu ne tene kache pa na no pai oduru chebi dia na chebi abusua pani opani abusua pani kwambo aten anɔpɛ mi moache lawyer champion no anɔpɛ mi chia pa ene odoyere oyɛ me ma me preko pɛ anɔpɛ yi ma mu nyina ache na ma chia abontin che bia abontin dom hene anɔpɛ yi anɔpɛ so me ma na che na ma chia ɔche hene nkasa ɔsaje fa mo chi for pani ene watra nkonwa nyina ona bujama no fo bɔkɔ
amiado
bibia bɔkɔ ho de radiasi na so what retain you sit
me call no post
oh okay
ani otrim
I see and now utrin kwapa
ore samemo ne fuel of
and now utrin okay yeah hwe and nkomo ebedie no ye fa Major Muhammad yan hyase papa na fe yen kode aka no so ejebo nya na bedro awie me se nipa du mienu ene yese om koda fiase afebo eden ye besua ede free saa werho samu a esi yes ada no okwan a wo mo fa so na me pese be ka ne tintin sense ya na ye kai na werho ye pa okom mo fa so a omo bro no ne nsem okase menye anroba wo mo ede emrahye omo sem ye bibia tisa ede de besua de free mu asotwe ade ama wo mu yi no na se ne be ya going forward no nyama titi sei no e bi nkonkosi bio ya ma me hye se fanfiro so
aja meda sepa na menhwa na ansa na me hye ase no machi agbese segbefia Mr. and Mrs. Amanziba na machi Chief Inspector Amo Tesano Police Station na yes NPP primaries me sure say no amoka ho nsem sa
ya ka ho nsem ene kura be kakakra
nti me interest wo hopa in certain areas am country wo sisia owura kense de ende ofan fala na I am happy say be kwaifo omo akire omo bobre ne omo su sesebe omo mpe obi oye tuturani ewo omo mantemu a omo tumi tutia COP retired Alex Mensah ebebo omo abaso pa omo kire se omo adwene abie omo mfa ho se wo free ho de papa na ye no I'm looking forward say special prosecutor be inviting because yes specific say owura kufu dampare etua bribe of 1,000 Ghana cedis each to vote against him. I think so no was a special prosecutor inviting him on that score. I'm asking the IGP also to haul him to a court. No mbechere be ohun se ono otua 1,000 Ghana cedis.
Many need come ofie ha. I man can say report no ba na yese one mapenya be de akire. Ye IGP ni mapenya be de akire. Na asoma nipa someone maybe be at that was the reporters. I can't be a friend no. Emma ye need come ofie man can say anya de obetumi bibia sa say ebia mapenya be de show be obekaso ebibi sa na mo no driver ni na ode obaye no the police can buy na driver ni no onimu no no nim say IGP otiso sabre and the promo 2 no I didn't man say inspector or some man o promo 2 no sa na e beka no nti on there so long as so far as IGP promo 2 no now onimu no the police can buy any there want to be chire but e bia na bibia tisa nti ono so de chire mu bi bai
encheche mbia ne ho a ebeto asuma asebe nyansa wo make reckless statements say ahote media invite no he is not experienced in the media discourse nti media invite no de sebe be fina no bia no ka IGP should haul him to court
okay
na I feel so my last one Bantama so Buachi onya me fan I want to be honest my blasting or harder say time almost omo betwa omo be cutting new sword and I say for new housing I feel so segle me ombeton no me kama adwene e kire no but in good faith say me so me a nation builder nti and also me do mo as Bantama for so mo kire o mo bobre pa no mo tumi ato ati na ye no
ye baba
okay
ye ba nti yakọ Captain Major Muhammad ye no so na
nti me dey one because Major Muhammad said no I don't want to go deeper into it in the sense say e bibia nkansa say ye kai ho aja because one of the most say would a course wo mem ha a boto obia a boto say even up to date obia aboto na you say asem cha na akwete say a referee yabam to have murdered that gentleman in that manner aja na hadwen videos obegu abonten ene noma ye hu ye no enye fe me fi sehwi na me kaise me ba ha in the 90s hobabi na me call Joel JSS ye Beza and as a librarian let me say from Mr. Sadik I think say stick roti abelempe me ba ye na ye sehwifo a ye wo school no mo Joel JSS no mo free spare pass wouldn't the reason go fit into ne meda no nti
okay
in fact it's for that reason now up to date ye post obi akosehwima na no mo suro na nye first time I come power you try but it was the first time yes and I know newspapers no so na ye colored but if na colored na e back akra ye front page ye nye nka ye no nti e beto for you say
people mo twan the pictures no
it was just a distress issue up to date that is how come I'm worried about Boko and important no me ekoso you understand nti me advice say justice ayenya CCA we should extend similar adjudication to the Boko areas necessary custom. So they be a bit detained for murdering people unnecessarily. Inti aja for no you bedo mo ase. Baby omodi asem kodu no nipa edumi na omo call life no. Em say fata so omo beko. Omo omo nyom tie didi mienu no. Omo nkodo omo nya ase. Because say omo gum until say judgment he buy into you say what them one best 7 years na they say utrim kwa say they need to thank God a lot na fe so abusua no mejamahama abusua no e be mo kosa ye ntumi nka say ye be replace the life of Major Mahama similarly in Crawford ayeku omom ha MP
JB Dankwa
JB Dankwa any MP back on so Central Region holding campaign a lot of people have been killed or more politicians, any state men, other people are from and we never found solution to these murders. This particular one, the into cold issues now, why they should rekindle them and then get people apprehended and then give justice to the families of those who have or more actually or more.
My name is is it Gapuha woman here on Sukunu
if you anymore say
you couldn't recovering pon ne mone wo mo kaka ho Ahmed Swale no mone wo mo kaka ho nyina no
and the purpose journalist you send the abamo so be the attacks are coming back and it is very critical say GJ one sorry aja what the Muslim editorial policy
ye beba election no so ne ho related issues no ye be keka ho asem na ye tumi ahwe yensaka former Ablikuma Central Mashibedwe no nya for Ebenezer Nate so e wa ha honorable Akwaba that's say also waba honorable Frederick yawo ahenkwa mame also Major Mahama nsem we de akiri ehun said ye si koba ye nyina na yawo kan sem bi ana amama adwena kwa akiri pa say so obo edin sahwia na obi ase obi akọ reverse kakra esan kofi chintonti sanso ena bako bi si wo I think abisim no so nana twene
aso obi so kum obi hye fridge mu na sa abante
sa enti obodin a no bia atwe akọ de kakra si ekuro efre no we for simple de chaboase ese so obo de chaboase din a adwena obi adi kanya aye Major Mahama dear see justice has been served 7 years as ABC I say atemu atentri ni we ahwentwen na say eden a ebidu baby eduru I didn't say to musua di firi we mu so oman esan say busua no komato mu yam and in some how do wo ho ase de ya kan ye nyafo David Danko edu hwe kom fa so kudi ya sa Ahmed Swale yente hwe Roko Frimpong yente hwe Gapo Amami yente hwe nipa bibibiri yente danti no I didn't also say to me yese na be ya attention be ya jono bi akomato ne yam
yo we de meda wase na machia wahwefo nya
ahwefo joso
na menuanom co-panelists so machia omo mze panyin de mze mene wahia bebre on other sister stations menua panyin de mze ne di kan mene ne yehia na mechia me constituency so enkanka me party executives me constituency chairman na me executives am say anopai meka say atemu a aba no plus ema the judiciary any the democracy of Yemen me ntia meka sa ne say am say akunkum na be ya ade a ene abe common thing say obia to me sorry a oku obi na say isisa na bibia anto like nepa odi sa anya brasem no bibia anto na ni otinchen no anya hoden na waye em say yeti ya make a series of murder cases aba but bebre na omo those atrocities cry as we speak ye nya omo na mpo ye de omo afesi the justice system enti we mu a omo ye hu omo a ye de omo afamra kwan so for almost 7 years nya ene ye di judgment aba no I believe say ebe serve as deterrent ebe ma fufro nepa fufro mo sa timopo bi say ochina obi ye me bibi kura ense say mema mra ye adwuma me famra nhye me amensem na maye bibi no ebeye bibi a eye nsem na ho no mo so ahwe ko se ne be ya next time no omonko tu sa na mo ba me de ade ba ko ene ha me
ene de wa hin
ye say bible say nia otwisikan no
owu wosikan
no ye wo parliament ena ye say death penalty ye repeal it. That day, you can't nepa no more against that bill now. I was one of them.
Okay.
Me tia kunyamu na arguments no koba no. I wasn't happy.
I didn't.
Yes. Say obi etumi edi obi nkwa free nsem intentionally. Na nipa no say bi oye kan owo abusia owo ma. Look at this young guy, so enterprising. Send your can yen kama say o ma me krati wa ohwe and we are not pains no akọ them more. But look at this young guy, how are now all rising in the army. Ye nim ne ochina na obeba be yama oman. Na such a person no with this prospects ya to me terminating the life within a twinkle of an eye for no reason. No more mudi sa anya brasem no. Yes, mrani omodi mrani omudi ye no omo nkoda fiase omo mbombe didi ombe num nsuo omayirenum ewo fie ni omo mba.
I agree with him.
Kosi se nyankopon betu ne nsa afre won adenti na wudi obi nkwa afri ne nsem a wudi ye
yetumi ne odi
yenyi nkwa amfri won nsem. Me was similar issue me mate was a me call training college was a nti said the year can say ye can say we are someone near bani party ma meda
ya
me kai ye what training college say wo ho na ahoho bi ba wo nchen a ye pie ne e kope ba bia ma ahoho na da we go in our numbers because of adia na e wo ye team say o hadie
one
ya nti ne enim se me na ahoho bi aba me nchen na makope ba bia ma na da se me ne nkwa akọ a obi be na dwin se bia ye mienu pe ene wo ho ba ye kọ ne ekọ in a numbers abia ye colleagues be 4 5 edi achi ne ekọ a wa wo kope dan ada no onya ba bi da wi ananka na ede o maba campus to send a signal say they are aware say
obi da
ho aba besie ho ana obi aba besie ho say na be ya o kira bibi gede enkosi sa adwempo no bibi sa no e destroy productivity.
Yes.
Because e obi wo pepa say bia doctor ni ana nurse ni police ni ana banjuma ni bia even individual or person or your investment na de ne ko because of sa impression a ye wo ne de ne pa no e ko obeka say onko say business bi mpo no betimi akoye no wa ma say we micro anya so mfa so a obeka say onko based on sa rumors na ene na mo mountain so amanfo ka ho asem no enti media me fi say sa nyoma a e koso no se nko obi ekum obi a na yɛde ne fa mrakwan no so a na ewie ɛma nneɛma da di pefe sɛ nipa yi bɔne na esiye no ɔno na adia ɛsɛ sɛ ɔno so ɔfɛsi the same thing but sɛ ne yɛte a obi bufuo betumi aka kyerɛ so ade a wayɛ me maku nkura na makodam wonte sɛ obi aka mi ka maku no makɔ akodam ndi me nim sɛ kafra me ku na makɔ akodam yenku bibi den abontin na me mpie for the rest of the days in my life na me was adwen na me kuwa ya ye kan hwɛ adwuma wo ye mo man anopa ye kasa wonim nipa dodo a ete TV set ho 80 o even in their offices who educate here o man we mu e ma nioma esese Ghana fo ehu ewo ye ka bi mami kan bi amambo ni o man ntiesie ni ho ntutu ye nyina no you educate the people. Look at the role that you are playing. And this obi for no reason ekwa ebibidi se bi o agi nkwa efiwa o man ni ye hwirade and we have to discontinue these things. Until media sa death penalty na yesi ya ye free one because a death penalty no ena nye ne na ya ye free wa me gidi sa temu afọ de ma judgment no kan ye be ba ne say life imprisonment dia any almost death sentence and this say work mo bi ntu so yenkum financial dem so that it will serve as a deterrent to other people and only the only thing na uhwa ama me hu say sinto bi aba system no because uhwe abrante ne maame ni okan ye ya ewom say atemuafo akasa ya serve justice by justice na ya serve no it can bring the back to life. Wow, intermediate saadi na ya repeal no this country as a whole no we have to take a critical look at it. And I look at arms proliferation. Baby, I will be to me fat you. Yen register even these fabricated guns are people are holding those guns. But say many women say yedi boni ni wie ehun sunsanso ni a tem bia no ukoye bibia obadwene ho mienu hwe na na twene asem ya ukan yesusa no by then ni yesusa okun nipa e wosunyane asoja for those days na military regime no omo di ne chichire kaato atwi ne di ni fasunya principal street so finally ansa na omo di na aircraft firing squad omo aircraft fire and this wo ho no ahun say papa panyimu
o say ohini
ni achichire no di na mantan ka achi ya atwi no fa form quota so half day na ya wie sandi na ko sen ho atunitua se wo na wo pa wiase ma sika nyina mpo a se bibi sa wo adwemu a sa de no will serve as a deterrent.
Even say human rights
na ya no na di yatu human right wo de why do you be confident in sem na de ye gi wo de a ye say human right we de animal right o animal right intermediate sa bill no aye di buy and na ya pass into law no se me ka se me bo adwu ho a na me boa because they are na ye who debate no yewra your former majority leader
chairman Sabunso
David papa Zebila
okay
Cletus Avoka oyobia na oye so against that bill no. And the argument nyina no di ba no utum se
ewo nyina so
so obi beku obi na esi waku obi nti maye nkoku no bi yenya no manipa ne ntrasia kosi da nyankopon beto ne safre no nipa foforo so tinkan na onim se o me kra asimasi oye me sei na me ye ne se ya ne aba ne se ye chi me kra ye de me kwa akotu aban be ma me aduane adi bibia obena so okoda prisoner when na hwe na obi akuma obi no nipa ne burden san be ye on the taxpayers money for what reason
na presidential
so presidential pardon na yes and that is it na ya pardon no agi obi nkwa afri ne nsem na onam ebi wo ho a esi obi tumi wu obi nsem na enye nipa no intention ebi ti say nipa no wakwa afuom bi a oyobofo or kwa akoya hayo
I know you're different.
A different issue.
And also self-defense.
Self-defense bi a why bibi who pese wukume. Me so bibi kura na me so me retaliate a. Sa na your mind enum ye esese ye nya exception. But baby a ye nim say we wa sheda and wagi we nkwa free themselves. How do we say nipa kro no onko dama fibo? It's very bad.
Okay.
Me kai me mate baako sebi. Your guest prefect AVA training college 2004 no more free in Zima nti your school no guest prefect no any boyfriend na work school no nti ye call teaching practice me ni lady no any boyfriend ni na we were sent to the same school say we be kwai RC JHS
also na some see
ye call ye teaching practice ye teaching practice we am post to ye obia to the various regions nti omo di omo call omo ye nzimafo nti omo di omo call nzima na omo post to omo and unfortunately for them yeah the omo call the same school the same community but different schools ndi baby e di oba ne call ye no school no na omo wo bungalow e wo ho for teachers no nti new teacher bi obeba no omo ye ne say transit quarters bi na ya accommodate you and this who feels at a point in time a ho nye convenient
na wa
kope baby a obeda nti lady no wo dan e wo ho lady no call ye no oni service personnel bi boy ne so free service yoso e na owie pole no so ye ne national service ne post to no de ne call e ho nti bangalo na boy ne lady ne team no oni pole guy na e wo ho no mu nyina e wo the same structure nti ne guy no lady ne guy no so ono no oti baby fufuro nti oba e ko ndi time bi obeba no hu se boy ne lady no omu edi nkomo not knowing say ne bu enyu so nti no anya impression bi say guy ni date
ne girlfriend
nti for a very long time na or premeditate so all this while no wa fa ne ho adwen one night was sharpening the sikan so sharp okoya no knock boy no the door boy no open door now to share so he murdered him cold blooded there ofiri ni so no call
the girlfriend
no owura ho obo mu a girlfriend ni pia no so ntu otwitwa awe no ho se moja no aprema kapiti agune so nti ohun sa na wabo hu na ge no otia mu ye na papam kaw ne sa pau ne sa mi ni nyina otiti ne sa na egu but the boy Pauline guy no there okun no instantly boy no na ne maame no ne papa mu wo US nti omo kra no man after service no
on be fan
and he was the only child of the parent nti o meda lady ni wie no lady ni nsa mi no atete I learned say o meda no kra na lady no em say onyem no tin nsa mi ni
ono onyem ono ane ba
I think so na sikan so asan pie ni tim nti mami ye mami bi no taye man komo what is even the name no mo yes our program no
GTV
na o solicit
if you asam
or the lady ni ba program no so one time ma omo be artificial hands edi ma lady but because of how the guy murdered the lady no just somewhere last 2 years now for free or this anya brasem ni wie no no ati ne ho ekoto nwira mu ko no maduro se oku ne nyame so ompe boni onu maduro no wa omko e no wa yemre no da ho no mo fa ne de bai na omo a sentence no say yakuno so ti asi nobody can tell ni mama ni papa because of sa issue ni nti na say wagu abusia no omo di yaudie sa
no mo so mawu.
And such a person say what to me a premeditate over this. So oba mpo na mpa say one na etwempla.
Jane.
Must you kill the person?
Nasem.
Must you kill the person?
Until
media, law no. We have to take a critical look at it.
Honorable, and the poor if you have deep, I
will walk back.
Because Mr. Mahu send many bidder. Until I had you the honorable justice has been served. Until what's the way forward? Said the bear. Yeah, I'm out for them to see be bar. And see a tea, I sorry to one of my giddy no. You better share my attention to me, Juma. What Brian you being confident.
That's my main for Akonya wins na me chia more minimum ho nyina neti to one so a omo ehwe yen wo wo fie mu in fact enra judgment no e bae no personally no I was not too I'm pushing me baby because of say as someone maybe say me who say with the judgment they are more say your sentence will be to life imprisonment ya jail. Would that judgment bring this promising young guy back to life?
No.
Dabi eja
yeah
o share Major Mahama ni wuna. It is not different from what happened ewa Abdulkuma Ubeka ninja
anyone
the same security juma omu ye man kofo ku omu etwitwa won esie won. All these people at the end of the day say na menua honorable kan no ya court ye koba na obe wia ni ama your friends lives in prison now they out to ho and then aban no a odu ko tu ho no esa hwe at the expense of obi a why den wajini crafting I think about the month ago or 2 months ago na me who on social media ni wife or ka dia aban ayama no say baby I didn't call a oye juma any nkwala no eja mpenifo ewo bebu ewo mkremu yesi komo amie etumo bode nche
ya kasa me wo anya se ye wo
hwema me no enti se wan kasa
oh yeah
se sebi o papa ne o ma meti ase nti yesi ohene bana ne
papa ti ase
sa no matter what it is aban behwe be na fedie se ode hwe your friend is saying the yele mba but it will be to some extent the same thing will apply to the family. Oh, say to the me honestly, and I've been saying these things. There are two things I mempe ewo your friend is saying ya memomu any amremu ayeye. Intama inkofo take advantage. Ewo sa nyama no ho e de nyama ense emfata. The di kan ewude na ye ka wan asem. Ube kokot ube wie ube ba no. Ni akase o you now acco life. President Ben, even before we even remove this bill, President Ben and they are sentenced to be to death. Our sign that. None of them. So that's the more reason why I'm castle the year free. But the year free one, you're born a pakunka. Into the bakwa mempe. The tosu mu ade baku so mempe. Na obi ewia o mining sika. You did not court. You see woefully causing financial loss to the state. Yanji sika no. No man 5 years, 6 years no akọ. Sa sika tutu no. E won account mu e invest obeba 5 years no oba be. Nti me say sa de no me obi you see financial loss, don't jail the person. The physically free no. Identify the pakunu krom. Na kosi hospital kese no watch your sika na asimesi wi aye no. E dey asi hospital na dey asi o. Nti the busuanfo ne man nyina ehu na on say hey me papa sika no ko wi aye no enu hospital ehu mfaso ni. When we are able to do some of these things ebeba nyama den asesa oja hwe make azimi no pe police me pray ya oko no ba eventually onyai. I have relatives of mine amopa akwanto se maniko all because of sa ekunkun yi omo se maniko oba ho no wusu o se pa me so under me se nti se me be dey ba se maniko me in person me we university me nye adwuma lands commission me abro na tete me na tete me nti me na de me ni ndi agro me nya adwuma ma me yusu so after lands commission don ma me ko adwuma am so I dey asema osi o mu we ansase nti e bi ye bia ye kunkofo so on the actually team because of ebia experience bi and as bibia is no people have different perceptions about certain institution
and even tribes
and then obi on person the babeko police and also that because actually aku police ni bi just recently they see wa ablekuma and anya napa anya wia anapa between 10 and 11 yekuno they see wa your friends ododo bulon van allegedly you see the call for ankasa bi eden e kan but the call for kan one definitely call for na eden and yeah so in all these things put people away from encouraging their family members and that of your mama join certain institution. That is why obi a person me person me buy your friend is saying more bank me person me buy a doctor but police and then last week me who say me cousin back home or that in the status. This is what we go through. So when you are praying, pray for us. Or you more of our service. Apparently, it was part of the people of Muko. Sir, Madina was identified and said,
then you go, you know, so.
If for 2 days, my friend behind the phone, now my person friend about Pastor Abizan and say, oh, assembly, now my son, what's happening? 2 days time, nobody respond. Say, who you say, I'm so we are fine, see me, fine. Now me come at Tommy. People will not be pushing their children or their relatives into some of these institutions because of some of these tests. And they say at the end of the day, what G obin kwa free ni ho. Now you better so call life there. Sometimes like it's very painful. And as I tell now, I'm mentioning most of the things that has happened previously. Where yatsi and they be more happy because they are very prominent in about. Just look at Nkwalai Kaswan
yeah.
Omundi 18 all because what she be on TV so and away and obviously Fasikabra and she the whole car omo person go down Range Rover at your age okoto Range Rover because obviously a friend is saying how do you call it for obi nipa bra na onye sika. I think the last week was this week na me take Kofi Kombe and all about death sentence by the Mobi US. Nukunu and a contract or Musa Munkokun, your friend is saying, Nere. Because of a so waro or Bafro, yeah. Just so kun, Nere no. Yakumba Bakono Suno, Yedinuko, and the kind of Sena Kuno, and Tissa on Nukuni Pakuno. You see, some of these countries, almost for bees and they are go. I'm not saying say your friend is saying young kubi, but sometimes very painful, very painful. Young promising gentleman fighting for his country. The sometimes na the baby abe abe follow him and of course and does it run to the person there? And it happened. Yeah, because your man tell me oh, you are comfort. Oh, ba. Yeah. To extend the being quite to me the time. Near Shini Pacono. Maybe you be one. Obi ha, Ebiaro, or TB no JBK or go. Incidentally, no. No, they are be sharing. So for me, let me applaud the judges for the good work on my year by sentencing your friend and saying this 12 people no in life imprisonment. After omutu na ye yo mo from the minimi say eno ade ombeda no mubuso afoso ni ebeden ebeje but me I believe strongly so say as they say eyesua de edima won na edima mbebu a ye den ye siso because it is not all the time ye di ye hu ebe for nyama sabi eden enye the American to eja ebi wo ha instead bi wo ha any omo court obehu say nipa no ayade no but say until the person is found guilty I say yakun obi ese e ko post mortem na ne ba no yakun no uzi e ko
twitwa ne se kan
uzi e ko post e ko hwe de kun no shakwa we okun je bi dan ko yi ena na me pewi o cha me pewi ena o me pewi o cha and sometimes we say see o meeting come bodasum you have done this, you have admitted it. So who kokoto onu to meet the obedi. Hey, so won't you encourage others to do the same? And you bet you at that time no, it's a kunkunkunku e ba pa o. Yeah. Contract killing. And then now benya. So whatever amount of money and ipakono si kokune ipakono na beje no. Will this sustain you for the rest of your life and your family? And yeah, partner who jeffing if and sometimes we also need to say be someone reasons. Yeah, find so business say they down boy. Yeah, business say. What motivated you? So training pakuna. Yeah, game pa. Because sometimes funny reasons be obete. And away you way and away copper way and I say kasem and I say this say. And for so better also.
We do we try one back could be a see a war. Ofanko ufi ofanko ko so tuma on se filling station bi wo before trofanko bare ko ani ma ekwan ne hona se gata kese bi da ho ekwan ne ye basabasa bi sa ha o trasa bi basabasa the next house on your right no papa no UK nti stores no we ni mu no wa fa house boy no na ehwe stores no so akwan ko e baba na papa na aye shop na man say ni sanity da utifie ho nti mimi di heya na wahwe shop no so na ja wo de adwuma akra na aye nti papa ne ba no se my we ba bishop we say so ubu akonta to ne papa kan no say de aye ma hu say wo nya boafo nti ne no mpa ma wako papa na di de wie ti onwumra na boy no fa na tiri mu a de dua papa ne ti gwam bo no hwe na say o mo wo no so wa issue no me na me di akire pa branch kwa interview no na odi dua no ball no na papa no se o me enu kwa na se fie ho ontumi ntiem to se o ball wi na papa no pese osore na okọ fa sekan no se twitwa no to ye ya papa ne ye mbre no na otwe na wo se body e ho na otwe na de no ko body phone no mu no ko se sa body ha ba ne bi no gu no so no hye no o hye di wi no de no to papa na no ane car boot and not in a call. You say, or sofu Pukwaso no baby. Sa White House or baby now, or the Funo Cotoye. We are not Sunday can be fee. Till you one no mocochi. That's a coming baby.
No, girl also be cool, houseboy be cool.
And said I'm okay. Yes, no be now. Up to the hand. And John about for one say young.
Your kind, Nipa there, papa. Nipa there, papa. Say, Ebia, Uninam, also me Jumanye. Ya forward Jumem, Obisi me guest house or semi hotel. What more the opportunity? To me con if to me train a car no we couldn't all because of what
okay me na say ya be kon safo for so dey agro ho na sha ase so ben dey ni nyina aka ho bi e na ma brabo no kwade say si ko no anti ye nkom no na e be ko so na ye di minim say ye kan no wo mo hihye mra no so nu ye so mutumi eye okay. Frank King Agbanyaji. Or see, just 6 people have been sentenced to death by hanging for attempting to overthrow the government. But in Mr. Mohammed's case, yes, they have been sentenced to life imprisonment. Isn't this okay?
I know you're treason.
A treason.
But even that, no. I think there's still some sense in it. Yes.
And so obi o say yes osu bi to abayagu kra de kuku
treason no dey no mo yes I knife nkitikiti
na obi okun obi de ye hwe okay ye guso ye hwe sam we na ye ni we nso nkomo kakra ona bo na wano sie but me san chase en fruits na ye hwe ko se mo party mu asem na se mo aban mu party mu asem abaya mutu wie ye nipa bebre ko fie Emma representation bibia ye nyina aka ho asema aka say emma do am na shebidwam no e na isa na so enne party a esu se mo dwere emma ho paa no anya hwekran ka bia mbabo ma ne ho ban wo obi bese e wo primacy ye bunkoyi na so emma no ma mo ho ban ama emma no emu makomako enwotwe na wa hai na sanhwe yi a de siye e wo yendi na say hajia so abibata shani ebia no so se koba se ebia se de abato no so so kwe no ankwa de se ya na so no so koka na ayenko no mehwe a ama poma boate wa ha adwasafo wa ha fida prempe wa ha tina gifti na yele ono so wa ha Angela Chum alowu te wa ha Sofia kuakun wa ha ena fe Francisca otin mensan so ha ena masake mai nyina de afiri mu ade na mo esa
se you are the NDC for so aka ho
say mado in game
women caucus no Francisca de NDC ni na ye
Sophia
ha until the aka mo ma no 1 2 3 4 5
mo bro 5
say we ye no anejai
out ya
ebre wo ho
o ma anejai
he was deputy education minister
Deputy, no, she lost.
Gifty Chum.
Yeah, Gifty Chum.
And she's also
Eja.
Yes, sir. And I feel about what I'm trading na every year. And then it's a drop for a do baby. Ehuna ya ba mu ya titi ya ba mu. And then amoya yes. And so yanka ye ni musem nso ne amayokwa ye se ye ka democracy Ghana ha. Mu na mo bo ho totorobent to pass mu na mu gine mu pa. Na fa de ntina freedom of speech ne mo ya yes eh.
Eja Lady Kai Mamemfa asida Emma constituencies are 106 you got to about Miminda Echemu.
Yeah.
Namisi and Kanokwe. With the exception of Yendi, I understand to be corrected. With the exception of Yendi, no, the other constituencies in Minano man see any violence or anything negatively about our election. It tells you how prepared and ready for the battle ahead of us in this year's election. Intimate both constituency executives, any region and national executives are almost supervise elections now any nano. Now me some policy for any electoral commission for Abaso for the smooth and protection or modify. In fact, it started from the constituency election, ABC regional election, the national election, and that of the orphan constituency and then city member of parliament. Any your friends the presidential primaries, the police and the EC are discharging their duty as expected of them, and we hope and believe say Sana Edebe Court 2024 about Tonswa and Mamen Kase Mamembo media force Abaso and also condemn any attack on any media person. Any electoral area be and as any constituency be a see and I hope and believe say some of these things would not happen.
Okay.
Eja?
Yes.
In fact, na minim say definitely there will be casualties for the city members of parliament. Omu echo election. But now I least expect this number of people say Ombelus
48
28
28
yes I least expect because I've na me ebimu ebimu at parliament me nim ejum ebimu emodembo me nim de ebimu aye ewo mo constituency so na at least expect say those people no better than Ebelus. There are others who are me nim say definitely no they will lose. One, apart from delegates they are upset with them, no. The constituents Nankasa are also upset with them. Ghanaians are upset with some of them. So in some Ghanaians scrap eka obi waka on two constituents. But because of in some of the Krano, it will even informed your friend is saying delegates of constituents to even vote against the person. And let me start an example about me body pa Adwasafo. Adwa, I don't think say Tano bet me I catch him say no expect say adwa be winning. In as much say he's not part of our party on your delegate, but because of maybe nya esiye, so Adwa sem krapwa, he will still not even show his support for Adwa. Because last week we didn't see her, and no man the candidates. One boy Adwa na ka first time come to Adwa because on him Adwa performance in parliament, on him saying Adwa promising the political career no echo, but because of the year no. A pussy in Kofo Bebre Eden Efrino. So on the na minim pass it may go against because of certain things in Kofo Eden. But to be honest with you, the attrition rate ekosu our parliament, especially our emano Eden. You call youth conference be our Uganda. Uber Parliament, now your Parliament, there were young parliamentarians forum, and your call conference, Uganda. Myself, Alestete, Akontombra, Minyaba Betty Cobson, because she was then the vice chairman of the committee, and then myself, and then Zenato. Ushe Uganda almost structure of parliamentary, your friend is saying processor is different from, and some of us were so happy about it. Assuming say your 275 constituencies so hard, 75 never hono, ya city 75 no for a group of people.
Okay.
Your constituencies are youth per any contest to ho. We are youth are untumi contest to ho. We no youth are untumi contest to ho. Your constituencies are a map in the contest to ho. So in that case, no, so they need 75 ima any member they share among these two group of people. So you find say, baby, youth pen a contest to ho. What I say about Bema or Ubekmia contest, but baby, a map in the sister contest or a man pen and a contest to ho.
Interesting.
And then the other constituency there, all play all, Obian. So in that case, no, the representation now more there, they will get. And now me hear the same analysis on your one of your star stations. And I make us say, Sankebeya, Uba Ashanti region, you were 47 constituency. NDC were 203, Ashanti region. Uko voter regional, NDC were majority. So these two political parties, and I don't foresee any other strong party at all, unless the Pakono is so strong to become, or you're very strong, and when the constituency, the entire constituency is calling on him or her, and of it independent, and as a different party of it to a winning. But so long as and the echoes were Ghana ahead here, it's between NDC and NPP. In the same people for Kaseo, constituencies way in Ashanti region. Yema Emma 10. Eastern, Yema Emma 5. Aye 15. Greater Accra, Yema Emma 5. Our stronghold. Aye 20. Ni ako other region, ako 2, maybe anya 30. NDC also do same. So eventually, no, we are going to get about 60 people there. Omudie, you didn't say 60 people every 4 years there. You be in more parliament. Na we ma na ombo amaka no okopre na owini oba ababe count add it to the numbers until we do some of these things my
na ho no parties in na na your man na ye ne say yenye ne sa
your man no
okay
your man na parties no your man no but in our case here me kai MPP e di by say some constituencies we ho ha a man a day.
To be contest.
So we are bar. No bar the whole Bema to be contesting. It became a problem for us as a party. Do it affirmative action. Say you didn't go a ma. So we are finding so bit say Oslo Usu and I say Adwa Safuho. So your bar, or bank contest. So the way we can get the same or back coming to. But it got to a point our own party people were not happy. And even Ghanaians were not happy. Say the Nippon bought the home modern crana, and then say, but the Nippon bought the home modern crana. we are replacing that person with the same Oba to get the number. But unfortunately, no, that is that. And then you were 28 elusu. About 10 or 12 of them are first timers. Omoma Kano, Obi will have a call in the second term, Obi will have a call in the third term. And then we have about 20 or 22 of them are almost decided not to go and contest again. Oman could be. Odi Kanwa, Eko 50 from your side. Out of the 137 I want, about 50 of them are not coming back. So you can see, say, and I was making this argument and some people were not happy with me, but that's the truth. 59 years or more few honor. I know for sure, say, all the Omukonso and we are definitely going to retain those seats. Because majority of those seats are strongholds. So meaning that we are getting new 50 people coming to Parliament. When you go to the side of the NDC, Omuko Prime is last year. NDC, I think they are about 16 or 12 or Bibisa. Majority of them are back. The tendency of some of them coming back, retaining their seats, no, is high. In as much say some of the seats on Muji every year, we are taking it back to have majority in Parliament. At the end of the day, no, Uche almost side now, Oma maintaining majority of their people. Yen the end of the majority of our people know where they Abba Omichi. But I strongly also believe, say, with hard work and determination, say Safono, to me, we need general election now, which I know definitely some of them will win. The kind of strong force I pay or Parliament, no, we are going to get it. A place like Ablekuma North, and in the if you talk, we be 2 way, and I wish us up no on the Pakuna San Kwa Baba Sabe 2. So me, I don't mean the basic 2027. The Shila so some by 2 quick for you. So all the ye oba and oba then assign echo. But Ushe baby to say gift to chum ampofo. Beman na ekotunu. Ushe baby to say tina mensa, beman na ekotunu. Adwasafo, beman na ekotunu. Moses Seni, beman oba na ekotunu. So ni the yanya replacement wo. Amapoma, beman na ekotunu. So unfortunately, I think with the exception of a friend is saying Sheila, Omoma canning in ano, a man a day, and I go to home. So, am I side no day? A man drop, a man a dropping. A master abemuno, both from the orphan and then this friend is saying city members no, and said that endorse to say the casualties now day are AC. But I hope and believe say. Except party in our next neck, and I said a conference I beko. It will be the proposals ebeko. Na yen hwe kwan befa so a. Say see a man no akwanya na. And I can say the president have done so well. Because your MNDCs, what Greater Accra for instance. Every do say be mu bomb hu more than they no credit the one waka. MNDCs be omu botel. All in the name of Mba. But sometimes no it is not about Obao.
As a Jumano.
As Jumano. Oba bet me aye Juma. And you back again. And you about in the office, no ordinance I said in the film. But the money be her or Chembemaka or ye Juma. And I say, oh, Kumwa, you mami a friend is saying, and I could do a Juma Rollins. How aggressive your friend is saying, not oye. We have had the likes of your friend is saying, Christian Chacha, there is a Melitego, your friend how Yakubu, then the Okoya Fisheries, Gladys Asma. We have had the likes of your friend is saying, Ama Beinoado. I mean, you are those times you see how vibrant some of them are and how Mutumi Young Juma said effort. So for me, I think say yes, it does happen.
I affect him. It's say na saying na ka say gender balance, gender equation, gender equality. Ma me ne feeder for ba ha e di nkomo ati about 2 weeks in here before my election. And I feeder for ba say the advocating say obenya oba running mates about political leaders say obenya running mates ne kan anti no na emma no ehwe kwan say anya hwe kora no mobama emma no bebre atumi anya kwan ba ti de asie yi no amayi man bi asie nche no affect mo political fortune man fam.
I don't think say be affect your political fortune because there are other rules that can be given to ma to play. Yenyan mo omo ye omo efi hoi. Omo up to next year on the 7th of January 2025. They are still relevant to the party.
Okay.
And most of them also ekita your friend is saying ministerial position, deputy minister position. And until they will continue to do and perform their work as expected of them. Maybe to say your friend is a gender, or that said, I am yapa. Because the minister no elusive primaries. The deputy they want kokra. So look at the same gender your friend is saying ministry are advocating for Emma issues. Na mo ankasa mo honum kwai aye to and unfortunately no mo tu no so nyana no so emema na abede abe replace him. But that for gender ministry dey make say it's another place so I say to me hwe me kai ku 4 time or the JB Danko was a deputy minister for gender. JB Danko ye kan ho so so gender does not mean say emma pe. Okay. Emema su kan. I say member so domestic your friend is saying we so member so is affected. Say member bi wa say na omyire mo bu omo kwa ti say mba no bi tumi bu omo kuru mu sa na omo kuru mu pacho. So man bi wa omo che member. So it's all good for the party.
That's all mo ye down so yenka.
Say they know that say say be for you say my back na say jai na hwa me that. I won't be much tin gram when I know say yes, there might be a little challenge for us in Parliament, but I hope and believe strongly say won so omo ba no because me of our quarter say the honors oba na akosisa no yes road minister yes into I me gidi say omo so omo ba no new ones are metete me hu omo so omo ba no they are very good people that I hope say they are going to yes.
All right what the mra shebe dwamunti ye me mra so ansara makwaya also mono metua ka sise mo ma ho de wo mra shebe dwamu no experience mo bi pa e say old faces what party MPP mu no ebitua ka say omo ko na new dodo no iko na for so na eba more advantage over proceeding in Parliament and I feel secondly for eba ni betumi abon ma mutumi I say you take advantage yourself ma ba omo anya seat no for no bo party no so betumi I say na it's possible say betumi tu ye be gisa seat no so no kan say seat bi amage no be ne back enti seat bi amoso nya mo de no betumi age na fe ye de atoto ne ahwe okwan be fa so a central for miemia kakra enye kakra po miemia ne story na me mama ya bo nonkran pass ma duasa no nti me masema be mama sema ensia
okay
na fe yenko
yo on Emma representation any Parliament yes strength as we speak say ye nyina ye bidi hu adansia the current Parliament ayewo say eba debate quality of debate say two sides ni nyina sorry gina na ye present ya nye numbers utum say minority no they are very rich
in experience
very experienced because economic issues kra na beba na ye side wo best 3 no mo so yi o side best 3 ye wi a utumi hu ne a odi bibi eba but the good side on our part ni say you know those old faces no ye call primaries ubia ansheda and falling they are still there and I know very sure say yebekwe those members will still retain their seats ebanu there is one person honorable De La Soa.
Mando.
Woman no your energy expert. When it comes to energy issues, she's one person so ye debate na metikwa. Yeah.
She's also good in security.
Security,
yeah.
Many the presentation. Or sorry gina. Na wakasa. Obewi no na wanya bibia ide.
Efrimu.
Somebody like Yemame Frida Prempe. And also about sports and other issues also original otum say fantastic. Sheila ya kan Sheila obaye na omo gumi no otum say owo ne hu modern e ma no in general ne e wan ko bi motin Francisca omo nyina ye maame adwa safo adwa de no wo hu eto de bia minim se ne party for eka ho na ya bo ne dedia ne asi but me in a way the absenteeism in parliament say na ye deliberate or my way has benefited from it a lot. Once they do baby the expectation of Ghanaians they say aban policies the programs are odeba as I say minority yet to me shoot most of them down. Knowing very well, say, as at that time we didn't have the numbers. Because simple majority na yeko. Na ye ba full house. Ye kotu abakura no be a presenter. They will outweigh us with one vote. But he levy nyoma binum ni ye ku huntokwa. Se nye adwa absenteeism. Kaban we nyoma nkomo kukura gu Ghana for so. Can you know makitwa?
So it's still benefits.
In as much as possible, yeah, demonizing no. Say adwa wanya de no.
But then when you say why
save Uganda. I'm telling you, and this is one thing I have to say. And the committee and I can one. Me I'm on the privileges committee. Edru wana ya frɛ from one team ya mane hu nkro ne ba edru wono. Ka ya agba atwede o. Committee level.
Una man lose you.
Yeah, man lose say. Because now
because when I'm campaign man.
Issue was absenteeism. Yes, it members ya and give permission from speaker. No mo koi. The underlying issue ni say 3 members or more appear before us no. Obi ani wa o give permission. What I say? And this we are going to the substance of the issue. Substance is more kono. Moji permission. There be. Into explanation obeba bema no. Ye pa ni etie. The underlying issue ni say want to me am produce evidence bi say onkro ye no. Speaker Emma permit say ko anase. And this a way issue no on the same scale. Next say nipa miensa no nyina say obi akotena fi. Now they are on the same ade. We aren't me amba. Na me say o, we aren't me amba no nko ade. Ye nyina so nka say ono ye mani nkotena fie na ye nkope ne replacement. Knowing very well say ye mamukwan na mokoye replacement na. Ne bakura mo benya ne bia o ye fresh boy ana freshly. De bia obeba betena chamber. Na je say wasan be kam ho na mo numbers na mo benya no. Mwanya na mo didi abirim. Any yeso ye ni omukun ya na ye ya ade no antimi ahol dia ya soso mu aba be du sisebre but adwa issue no men to men kan sisu say na oyare ana na onyare what I say ba me de angle me view the absence no the absence no save Ghana something me feel say to me no a plus but me worry kakra any say a man as some numbers increase this if parliament am 40 both sides had 20 as if say a miracle had 20 am I come bo 40
yeah
ba ko fie na wo hwe omo odo na e wo omo ntem no
aso ma no
enye easy e do omo sem so a me kai ye ma me gift chum ampofu Deputy Minister for Education in charge of TVET. Once they do the vetting, so omo ye say oni suhini enya issue bi nti no ye side no ye say ye approve no me kai ye caucus meeting manu
na wo mo side no
ye ma me hel na ntoso e sorry ka kire ye say point blank say aba ye koto no so gina aka say obeto atia ma me na affirmative action no boa obeto ama mo caucus no mo ye meeting ne waka no say ono kwa
but for that thing when it comes to parliament no matter what it is so far as I am colleague member me kai say asensu me asensu e fine pa me sha asensu say eben say na me no tie and only ochem at the parliament ntino we ye campaign and am say I had the bad ya no matter what it is
solidarity
okay
solidarity edru ono ya ye ma no on say David we your ba ye ntumi hawa kumsi omo hankasa enti utunu say na edi different adibi ba because tension kura among ema no omo betimi amani oma eden akofom enti omo number na so 80 no me hame ana say na menu suggest no two political parties no in and other even political parties as I say ye di nhihye ba how to protect the women say baby our bagina na ye filing nominations na ye open nominations ye in such a way say oba na betimi a contest no because uhwe this lady amapoma na no meti say lady no alusu no ayeme ya besi ne ewom say ma ni nyina defeat no ehame but this lady in particular make say hamia na mepoa she's one of the ladies this lady she's down to earth very down to earth me hu oba obre ne wansi say this lady oshiawa ono a second time but oshiawa ama onye second
this is the third time
but une no eshia the way
odi obu
oni nidie like ena even na ho fa
yeah
or fa ne ho a utum say yes we or your basima I think say maiwa no eba no bibi wo lady we mu a kese say o che parliament na omutumi esu bibi efiri no me ka say olusu ye no say amia na meboa because a woman of her caliber na meet it say o constituency or ne amanfo issues no me ngindi but adwuma we ayeye no who outsider who expectations no ekese say MP onamfufo a do pa kese uko parliament one term one we be wi no na wadofo
abadan watam
be na ne watam because nia eni ho kura no omunim say
ewo
ena how to balance enyoma no
enyezi
ade o
na mo ngre tena fie ne yakubi
na ye ni problem meti asese ai se mba na mka kire o say how you see the system and this are we be say o betra fie den a wo bewuram uko wuram a you know what is there
okay
and then look at
I know CEOs
I know I can't mention names I have some of them
today
some of them they are my good friends they told me say me work my juma a day dollars ya na me hu no ma betra ha
nya hwe
u kra u salary no ye the amount ya san why hu fa ene e di tua
car loan
and a minister ewo officer obeko na ni fleet of vehicles esiwo or Land Cruiser or saloon car government fuel car no insurance government na ye driver government bitua ne car bibia UMP no
wa na yo bibia
u commentain u car ene u di Land Cruiser court Toyota for servicing na epie na di bill no brewa
obedwane
you run away
ya we me ma so na fi yakọ ya voice so na bona
medi manu
AC freeze ni high
medi manu AC no mesre first timers na omalusu no omasem na ye me yakese because you can't determine the performance of an MP
on first step
using the first step especially say nipa no kura wo opposition na nka Sheila num ne ye ma mezu era num ka say at least
o comprenu bi
ye mo comprenu na mprenu su kro no afi yatimi access yo mo yie say mo performance ekosura na enkosura na delegates na ja ebeduru say ya na aye business is the highest bidder but ye misa ye ho say uko parliament 12 months yet it will car loan every salary more say bibi kura beka won say mo a ye mfa ne say 10,000 Ghana cedis o the 10,000 Ghana cedis no multiply 12 months you say
1.2
1 point now one multiply by 4 years 120,000 and then let's ask ourselves primaries are here delegates sika saying na members Etuama delegates and ask yourself where are you going to get that money? Even MPs common fund you buy for the past 3 years you were 4th year more 1 month
am I
uje resource envelope MP bia abekanensa sika wanya kura no emro 1.5 million 15 billion OCDs MP bia sika wanya who can get fund common fund bibia and a CD sa sika no.
But you don't use your common fund.
I'm coming. I'm something that I'm saying. Even if you have the intention to divert that fund,
you can't even.
Oh, what I'm saying, even if listen to me very well. Even if you have the intention, nipa obiane. Na say binum di omaisika. Ministers say binum di omaisika. Enu bi na aka say obi wi omaisika. E say ye chiri na egisika ne free. Who resource envelope aba unsem ne ye wa ankasa for personal gains. Any ne enye udie na okika bom kura. And look at what you are paying to people and how you come back.
Monocracy no de
so elections no maybe who say it's not based on merit.
It's based on sika.
It's based on who can pay. And so MPP, we NDC, we are changing from this system, and that is why every 4 years we are electoral college, we try to expand the electoral college because we started with the universal adult sovereign, and polling station be our NDC registered member our polling station or no. A do primaries are as I say or two aba etrenia ope. How do you bribe them? I'm why and say we will still go there. Niama am why and say your data no. And to say and senior year call biometric no data no. Oh now say more data nye. More data nye more data ya anka sunyane is ya suspending more.
And I'm data ya puna man to for you.
Look at some we have to move from this
obetumi de be say okrado ye enti ka be 5 minutes bi pena ye ko free sina han some review no
honorable first day about class the class no about no oba no bapa aja like I said largely no omo election omo koye no primaries no I say ekoye with the exception of some 2 skirmishes beer and yet too dangerous. I'm sure they can solve it. Na NCB. Emma omo eluzu omo primaries. Mekai amase the omo de ye no na uksanko biem so usan eluzu ye. Na honorable can say about Uganda 4 system. I would have loved the situation anka. Say oba wene constituency A as MP. Anka yanya mrebi parties no nya mrebi say nipa no should be unopposed for 2 terms. Na anka the 3rd term ne di obi person contest ne bi obetumi contest. Anka no beboa.
Okay.
Na nipa ba kon so a ne lost eye me ya. A friend say Madam Gifty Chumampofo abuakwa no me share na da me nim no ba na me pe bibi na obi de ne number ma me fidue no me friend no she didn't hesitate when beside me say, "Oh yeah, when I will free him." Straightforward. Or say, "I'll see what I can do." Papa, will not have frame back. I can say so and so and so. But at the time, I'm
say a work one of MPs. I'm say because we share a former MP on the baby called JB Dankwedu. Or you say BBC. Me na me MP na attach me bo onuan for attach amane say de ekosu ni answer de ma me no eye me ya pa na so me fe JB Dankwedu anu nya me MP no me bo na mane asem okan so kwabra wo sa wahu me wo constituency me ba bedu nkran a me petam ne ye ne atumi de mujuma no mu oba e no mu na ye di no ye no dom no ya metie
nti sa lady no ne loss na me ya papa and I know no can say he least expected certain people say anka ombe performing and also ombe winning. It is true. Address Safo the case no. There a man how many say as we speak no. You to me who the exact reason Emma will behave the way we behave here. Yet it hana you can say yare bipolar so and so. You insinuating a lot of issues a beer and you know correct. You need a doctor's report of a particular sickness. You say ne yare. So many reasons have been assigned. As we speak, you to me pinpoint say A, B, C. And on one casansun to member out and can't say because there are certain rumors that you move here and then I'm not yet tipa. You understand? Until I wasn't surprised because ne or market ho kropono. Sa video na you know attested to the fact say enkoyi emano. Emana or moluzo any the current microphone member parliament. Me worry. Me wo within the MPP. Any microphone move to McAfee presidency joining MPship.
And SNC signal say
right. Yeah, we try. Omo dwane abeshemo. Omo
lusu ane.
Me dey say nyam na. Omo dwane abeshemo no. Dey me worry. It's not about the fact say bi ombe lusu nti na omo dwane abawo. But this ankrofo aja ye nyina ya katua ye nim. Na the bia me try ha me kan example of Eugene Ahen. Me nim no babia but I will continue to set him as an example. Our man paniko gina efutu eye campaign mano wo mra kra na former MP Nei Andam ene Giselle and this for there no me gina hobby o man panyin eye campaign ma Eugene Ahen can say o ye mpontunjuma when I remember specifically so mention road the question is say obi a oye communications director at the office of presidency na katua ye hia no NGO bi onyeska ede ye mpontunjuma wo that area until o man panyin campaign man say onkoye MPO we young for mo fi ho mo aba no in my mind and their youthfulness na keye but the kind of esika mo throw outside and son when it's anomaly it beats my imagination and any serious country would have taken the course to investigate how and where they got those monies from. We are sitting on a time bomb. Honorable Karibisi say NDC, they are changing. The better we change, the earlier we change, the better for this country in terms of our the corrupt nature of this country, in terms of mismanagement of public accounts committee. Omo ye friend is saying, omo yearly review no money back. Oh no, you home.
Bebre kwa.
Abuakwa South, oba any beman a contest here, but not obvious. Yes, very obvious. But I know, say, we work in Strajima in nature, no. What the mamma be better no, at least. Sure. I'm sure, say.
Oh, mamma contest you.
There Kingsley or Obaba, Beman or a draw.
Oh, okay.
Into Obaba, back. I was there when you're 29, and now Ura Kingsley 563, and for Obaba to Abano. And he won massive
no, Kingsley didn't know about
yes, I contested about 3 times in no management. Maminas Wakoda. And over Katie Hammond. I'm beginning to love him in some way, but I think so we are using our political power to intimidate our security apparatus.
How?
Which is very dangerous.
We
are using our political power to intimidate a handful. And now he's slow assemblyman. Or he's slow DC, or he's slow MP, right? Almost any anke do almost chire man.
Or he's slow DC.
or his through DC
Minister MP4 there almost.
You see, Emma, Nsroma be a touch ma wo ye culture mu ye political dispensation mu me suro. Owura Keti ha to me gina police for nim commander wo ho bia wo. Na nsem okika ye no. And can say commander chino on the spot. Say you organize for somebody to be beaten physically, or you use the word physically to pop.
As long as Keti there are not.
Oh, there be ancestors there be
honorable member of parliament.
Yes.
Minister.
Yes.
I'm up for Sheno.
Yes.
It is a would be one.
And you see,
some no can no. Nipa be starting.
You can't do this anywhere. And you see, I say, I'm beginning to love him for his jokes. But we should take certain issues very serious in this country.
Expensive.
Yes, very, very expensive. You make the commander and the police personnel who were around look, excuse my word, you understand? And we must eschew this kind of...
Not interest, you could have
yes, I mean, you understand? Very careful. And Bantama Asensubachi. Also, I commend the Bantama people. These days, we are changing. Oh, yes. You cannot move. Last week, if the Central Region say, it won't work again. We see can find shame. What the year will put to you businesses are we sika won't shame. Into me, my own me pam person to Abama and Metro Man. Into I'm happy so Raban, I am a friend of Madam Subai, or as a Subachi, or Rene. Then you come to Mami Hawa Kumsen. She was another person who was being vilified, say so and so and so. Mami Hawa Kumsen. War and she be kuno. Yes, and Jofu Kuntino. With the messenger was say, yes, and show there be platform you so no. Yeah, primaries platform we so no. We don't want to discuss somebody that our association says we shouldn't discuss. Yes. Okay, I respect
association.
I know maybe policy. I just said the worker is
ministry AAB no friend me dia mongo.
Then the man just say yanko.
Like UTV and I say
sure yanko.
But I respect your views, but I'm saying say how she's not interviewing me. And I mean, I am not granting her interview. We are talking about primaries. No, it doesn't fall within the jurisdiction of your DJ.
You're using my platform. You are using my platform. So I will say you are using my platform too. Maybe I can't want someone their platform. I hold on to these people. Who used to be platform? They are saying the same thing now. Okay. You can go ahead and talk about something else.
And man, the reason why they appear to be fizzling out in politics now, and I say, reasons maybe. One of them is the social aspect of it. Normal and the most important thing of late, any cash. Also, members are more resourceful compared to Emma. And the members, they have areas of Jessica who and the corruption index. They just oppose Emma to member. Emma are more corrupt. And generally, they will make more money than women.
Yeah.
And biblically, so a man is more ordained to be resourceful and take care of a woman. And in that sense, we don't say a man massacre or more intimidate a ma. Into a back contest, be more. Let's just say a ma or more to Chimakakra. But we should revisit it. In the sense, I'm sure Uganda, one of the more provinces, or would they use provinces, or more state. Governor B or your bar. Said your own video.
Yeah.
I think said that video should be played by parliamentarians consistently. Now, among the Abedua or man, I feel so. Finally, Naja may advise say NDC, MPP, not even an advice, but I'm thinking say this 9th Parliament I Babacon MPP for whom Abetochima in terms of expertise. In the sense, say Omo do no be one time, and for the first say 18 experienced one, every ho. Now, so about a number of them, Eluzu, making about 43 or whatever it is, or more few new ones na eba no sebe or more new. Ebi me astute though, but we don't say about expertise in parliament and this is going to take over. You can't beat that. You understand? Into me advice na say anka or more free mo. The so we change mensa bonsumo or more say or more kobium there were real papers in fact papers in time or even so better consume na ejije great
ade wadani aso da
in the sound microphone in our nanka or more form something we could call parliamentary school. And they don't go back and go and sit there. Anka yenka say state should fund it. Now they should be the educators or tutors, lecturers to educate. I just anka every week Saturday be a parliamentarians or more brand new one, as more old crap. We go school. Now yen so yanka ye press be MPs that in crap. We could enroll. You pay school fees, you go in there, and then you say the better more about Brabono and quite so free parliament and Chebiano about Krana or no Dawa or Kono. And then more vibrant. That's my vibe. But it is clear, say this coming 9th parliament,
very interesting.
Very interesting.
Okay,
MPP for whom bachelor in terms of expertise.
Medasi. What you will see my Mr. Bedunumbi. Nti de be 5 minutes back. Prof bi asem waka. Mampena da Mahama eka Free Senior High School ni review ho asem. Emma Mampena na do kan say Mampena da Mahama review no kire say cancellation. Mene education minister so di ho nkomo e wo afide kuriya so no so kan say cancellation because former president Mahama anti Free Senior High School policy na ase. Nti cancellation. Ye wo ekuekuo ene abenfo aben wo homasua mu enyina so se yenhwe na Free Senior High no yen review no ebra IMF I do report bi ba abonte efa ne mahodo bi before e benya kwan age first trench of ye sika no omoka se bi se Free Senior High School no ye na mo no the SSA ye ema ye channel sika no e de ko ba bia resources no e ko ba bia e ho hia nti IMF nso kan nti no be ya yentwe no mehwe Free Senior High School no ne yehwe ne hu bibi ene Professor George KT Oduro openi wa bin ye pa ono no from a pro vice chancellor of University of Ghana na oye penny a ye kaso wa bin wo homasua mu ye pa wa kan se mi o say Free Senior High School ne braso se esese ye tumi revisit na ye bu nkompo hwe che se duru he na ye review se na be ya correction bi obia no ye tumi aye na o kan se bi o se ono wa kira de eye homasua mu ni pa na o se wa hwe dictionary ne interest fa review mu se review bia ni ho a eye cancellation e wo ayi mu da but aban mu for kire se cancellation Free Senior High Mampena da mak aka ho asem ekuku bia aka ho asem aban se chinchine twan e se prof so da no abetum ma meti wadwen kire 5 minutes pepe ban
yo before me commenting the issue about the bottleneck you contemplate over the word review so we share Oxford Dictionary the meaning of review according to the Oxford Dictionary mekai potoka 7 a formal assessment of something with the intention of instituting change if necessary. The formal assessment of something with the intention of instituting change if necessary. I hope this is unambiguous. We are clear. Say bibi ekoso. Na wanya Timopo bi se uye mu nhwehwemu. Timopo ni se nhwehwemu na uye no. Uye nhwehwemu na ko hu se bibi wo mu a enkoyie ana ensisu yie na se hu be hia se uye nsakraya wa ye nsakraya. This is all it means. Nti question is say me no bisa ye hu na no pa ni se ye nuan mo ka se review asikire any say cancellation no maybe omo different dictionaries and no use menia panyin wo ha meaning bi a MPP headquarters omo di encyclopedia fufura ba beto ho na omo kwan mo fa so hu US no different na I don't know but we know enye me these things are for political expediency. Senior yebeye na se bio ya chim Ghana fo adwene na nioma bi no kura wom no yempese be dadi. But ene system a ye run say free SHS no. Yenya honest to ourselves. Free no free. Is it absolute free as we are saying? Yema was secondary school. Yen nim ni ahye kum. Me ti I me ba ewo Labone. Senior high. Me first born ewo Labone. Akola no since me dey na ko school. Dining kura oni dining na aduane because obekọ no aduane a ye be serve no ompe. Ye call secondary school breakfast ukwa se porridge ni e mama porridge any bread bia within the week na ma di kosua baako. And you can call all secondary school headmasters, matrons in the various schools. Se porridge ni di be man kola na nkatie and substitute bread no. Nkula no ko school kura they go omo ko dining na gi say wow to sugar now they are called. I'm telling you, this is a reality. Me, I'm somebody. Me can't say more. My integrity is at stake. And the idea meka no china. If you move beba na kwese ni amebeka en bosirimuka na meka ya. Me egu me hufin. Ni otie me bia china. Ehu se ni amebetra America na enye no kra bia no. Ogonzo akwa we onye serious. So I don't joke with things. So amanyofo eto de bia yen kan no kra. But this is the reality. Enti near NDC for ne Yewura Mahama any animdifo I war mind we. It's not Professor George Nkwa Enaka. I think said there are other academicians are omude request abase e brasun say free SHS no ye review. And the cost of free SHS no aban pretend this say obetimi absorb. But aban entimi absorb. Nanse nkwala we be school. Yako Xmas pressure. Na Xmas say aso. SS4 abi school. Your friend is saying university for abi school. Na utifie. Wo ha na parents na ba oh o mama me list. List na your mama no. Matoni o mana akase. Gi say wo di so me so na mako. Ye di Xmas wie ye new year nyina ye tua Xmas ka na ye di amanfo bru nyane ho nkro ne ba no na ye tua school fees ade a ya from January we mu nyankopon ko ananim. And this is what we're saying. Say ye ko ade ne so sinanim prekopen ye nyam obi. We are not pleasing anybody. Ye ama ya ankasa ye ho say uwa uba na uba no ko school na governor ka kire say o tuition there ye fa their utility me fa na mum enema nkitin binum wo ho a esese wo ankasa wo afford say ne be ya uba na sitrem ebekọ dwodwoa wo kan no krese kire nipa e ma nipa ne prepare na dwene ehun se bia aban ne chefa nie me so me chefa esese me ye edisoso enie na ama system no are running effectively. But we are pretending say aban is absorbing everything. Meanwhile, releases into the various schools. No? The releases are not forthgoing. We a head teacher, headmaster, now could be one echo can once a month. Yes, ye demotu. Ne di wu aba form na subordinate. Ye the subordinate no akweshe wa name. Yet ye why no be pese ye be the rank no. Nipa maku ena ombenya sa akuma ne se o memeka ni bisi bia nsi. Na no ye see headmasters binum ya interdict omo because omo edi list bi amankula no say omo ko ede na omo betimi aye if they don't do that. Ye nim problem e wo ho. Na ya ja problem no as he say obi na criticize our problem no say fans ko ne kwan so a eni o ma say government no provide ma heads of institutions no na omo dey run institutions na say sa ni o ma no afford going na what will let them go and charge monies outside? They can't tell you their ordeals. But some of us, when we meet with them, one-on-one. There are so many things they are telling us. So what is it as a government? Say, oh, maba, free SHS. Yeah. Because say, at least, population no the elite class. Emma policies ni programs abani be implement no. Ehun chiremu ne e-levy baye. Ise na ye chiremu kura na eden. But say who the elite class na policies be number. Who chiremu it doesn't even take the person any time to understand the policy and the program. And the education there idea yen to me and underrated. As I say ye take all effort say ebetimi aye accessible. But the fact that you're inaccessible, no, you shouldn't bite more than you can chew.
Okay, that's it.
We shouldn't bite more than we can chew.
That's it.
And this is what we are facing.
Okay. Yeah, my memory also now. Yeah. See, dear Prof. Kanye, Prof. Kanye, or say, okay, bear input. Okay. Okay, me person me share also. Professor Drew, a professor in educational leadership at the Institute for Educational Planning and Administration of the UCC, indicated that in every human and organizational endeavor, there was the need for evaluation and review so that one could identify what was going on well and strengthen that which was not going on, strengthen
what is going on well.
And then what is not going on well, you try to rectify the situation. And now condition as so who be at sada. It would say a brush say, Jai said, I don't know, politicizing Amado Dubraby, the Dubaby a castle of Adobre, Yana Fe, say revenue, be reverse answer. Almost the same, I can say, almost CSOs. Penny for World Bank a crown, I'm a France, like I say. Shana, modifying who be. Yeah, 5, why?
That's it. Corporate something coffee minister, Mitchell, Tesano MTTD. I mean, I'm a crew, Mr. Mitchell, and I Joe was also feed Dubai, Mitchell. Aja. I and some the amount observed from a very long time on the two political parties na ya mede and I'm also a history. And I know a little bit of the UP, which happens to be second oldest political group or mother party. Now UP tradition are a MPP and then they are very clever with propaganda.
Hey.
Yes, and no propaganda no. Until yes, friend propaganda. They will play a certain game. We don't want to say, but what you say no correct. What do you hear this propaganda of saying say and I confirm to your Burkina. Just say, oh. I said a few Obiano.
But that's what
I said a few Obiano in the contest. Then they pick it up. Now I said I said a few Obiano within situated in the contest. No more pick it on it. They are very good at it. They real and play it and then confirm to your Burkina. Yeah, na abeya adie bia. Edobiano me who are you I'm not saying say MPP for now.
So nipa say confirm to your Burkina.
I am Manasi.
What your time
Manasi? Ono kwa Sanchez letter be pa ho chew.
What your time beba? One will say that words are confirmed to your Burkina. And MPP for the year Trapia. And they've played it so well to fit in, say, as if to say it was too say confirm to call. Obi can say I confirm no more to Ako Burkina. Right. We share sir a review. How much say a cancellation? You think another when him say a review your cancellation. You think say Uriah Duchum when him say cancellation, review your cancellation. In fact, the last person or issue shine person in the NPP would be this review what you say a cancellation. But you see how they've played it. To the point that even the technocrats, they are finding it difficult to understand why these people are playing, say, review means cancellation. What baby I'm a driver on. Say about sloganeering. NPP is very good. Anything, and their slogans works. Oh yes, their slogans works. You see, I just say me play them down. They are very clever at certain things. They will play your mind. They will quack team say this is it.
Breaking the 8.
Is the one of the biggest slogan.
And it's working.
And
you can break. That's what I forget about it.
They make your mind sink into the ideas. It is up to you, say, ube position here. Eja, nipa ya bra bankasa kropo no. Ye review. Enti enu eche ore ya gutun ko pen ho ase ono so ko kan bi say review no more me cancel. Papa onim the oka. It's politics, right? To review,
so. But that is intellectual dishonesty. If you know.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now when the obedient say a review, a cancellation. One or better no cancel, I confirm. Or more to say figure na akobokina. Aba, you understand?
But they say boundary, borderline between Burkina and
he's good at it. He's good at it. I know that you always say, Mahama Koka say, Nkoko Nkete.
Also, my man in Kofa and Kuko.
You see, I'm
no
MP before the Becca. Obi no can I say, but how they go about it, how they will play it, as if to say that is the reality. Mama, a speech, State of the Nation. Our cast will be sorry, say, or mane preku.
Pepe no onion preku.
I know, I'm sorry. Pepe no onion preku. Nemo, these people.
But I'm just saying, so they would preku my pepe. Oh, Pepe no onion preku.
The first say ni pan.
Why na Pepe ni?
The first say ni pan ye Pepe no just.
You know about me, but no. Are you telling me? The Catholics are different from
Pepe ni ye nim ni say. Ye nuanom a efri the northern enclave.
And some of them are Catholics.
No.
Oh, Pepe ni your friend yame. Your friend yame.
Mahama can say the pan friend yame. Okay, say nipa no gina crowd more.
For my investigation of friend yame. Oh, that's what Pepe for them Pepe no go one.
I for not here.
But that's mean to me.
For investigation so say be am for be say information credible. Me that say to my uncle.
Okay, say NDC for try be say his essence na do danko kufu do akojin so go Muslim. Ho omo ntumi antentem NPP for omo tunsuo gu so say John say ya. Into review na ye can me as I sit here, I know what I'm going through in terms of the air course where schools. Me mabi no baako wo Adesada, baako wo Aquinas. I know what I'm going through.
We know.
Recent a friend is saying viral videos eko nduane a ye hu say student omudi no I am thinking say Ministry of Agriculture and Education and come merge no monfa policy bi as part of the review no. Now, young schools no and go back to the farming system no to produce food, a lot of protein for themselves. Now, sir, school feeding no, I had question be political so much no. Young through a munsem, not district assembly be the sole agent with being supplied from the state. And most of it has been cropped by students no Mwankasankasa. Western region, hey, Atakrade. Maybe I've forgotten the woman's name. One of the schools, Omoa is such a wonderful system. Omoa almost everything.
The Abuasi Senior High School.
Exactly.
Lady name Madam for Irene.
We have to go into that system because we have passed through. I remember when we were kids in the villages was safe, you know what? You do time here, a brother school farm, you cook bro, you cook two banche. Now a bonus you cook cha. Now you are one with school. Ubia baby. Yeah. I think so. Say banchi and say whatever it is. You two ton school sick you the CSC school no. There were so many things that were enhancing our life. Protein was rich and you nyasa no man. Into poultry, ne sa no man no man. See my schools na nkasa. Omo learning sa practicals na omo pia bonten ko yaye enyo omo den. To say yen see emo anketenkete say me no ya mo ike. Enyo omo den. But yanya ne sani ye kasa buying ankwa sikani nyina wo eskado he.
And do you also call for the review?
Very critical.
Okay.
The food aspect,
okay.
The monetary aspect, and then the tuition aspect. Teachers never break too much.
Okay.
You're finding a way to
Professor can say
that is why
Professor Sam no kind no na me de bema honorable so 5 minutes in there so yebra so kranisa or say Professor Odro said inadequate funding to support the policy resulting in delayed release of funds and the lack of curriculum among others were some of the challenges facing the implementation of the policy. Yes, how many years in here? Yakwa my problems, you know. Says you can say curriculum will council or no a professor of education and no can wasem. And now funding and also yasem yenim dia koso yenina ma wo school ni bi yenim dia koso. Enti why don't we admit say there is problem somewhere? So as of mine no enkwada ye da ache ne ye. Enti no okay reviewer yenina entrance ne review ade no ne tumi hwe ne hwe maybe e de beto man pe ma so ne obefre parents teachers and CSOs in as for education so we na ka want to adwene ye nyina enya na enya prekopa na fe enkwada da ache nko ne ye nya de bia we wait 4 minutes your time no call
yeah.
Yes sir
Ushe prof ni insema oka wama eresa he felt say as see a share honum insemeden eka
or see some of the
yes
challenges some
that's of the wama areas what che say as see a share curriculum ni say eye ejuma say it may be sign bi wo ho a yenye ana or say fans say ba school mu honum emma inte then ye ya fa ho wa itemize areas he felt say or no access analyze who say oh we have challenges e wo ho with the NDC in some omuka about fair education they have never and ever aminti omubia including their flag bearer or okay say this aspect of the free education no, is a challenge. They have never.
No.
They have never.
We were talking about
they have
the gradual
never. They have never even come out to say oh, in respect of maybe accommodation, in respect of way, in respect of way, in respect of way. All what they know is about. Let's review it. That's all what they know.
Gradual.
From beginning, the NDC and supporting free education.
It's not true.
They have never. From John Mahama to Leokran to Asedin Ketia to NDC members of parliament, NDC communicators. There's no any of them. Robert Snahwaka said they support free education. All what they were saying is free education and say a gradual process.
Constitution
the constitution say as I say you free her until when and they say now we have the resources so every child in this country is of benefit to benefit from it.
Who implemented free senior high school?
When it started your friend is saying
you can't fall republic here.
Fourth Republic. Fourth Republic start here.
No, I must start here.
Yes.
My pen another can be for my pen that Mahama the implementation of free senior high school
2015.
Mintie.
Unti.
So far, mintie.
Unti. My pen that Mahama echo my pen that Mesukrumu echo commission senior high school be na year day school year free senior high school.
Mahama. You know where Kufi school is built?
Do
you know where Kufi school is built? Do you know where he's built? It is part of your E block. You know where he's built?
That is the way he was commissioning the E block. That is where he made the block.
And no a community day school. Do you know where that school is built? And he didn't make that statement there.
No, but Rollins piloted.
Listen, we don't have time.
You
don't have time.
What a policy? Wo say ona de aba na wo ye na ayi obi say ikuku bibra kasa say ye hwe ne enye bibi fanfo ye hwe ne bi enye nipa ba ko naka enti say nipa naka na o de yemfa ne say NDC fo na eni adwempa ho a adan krofo na e ka no so a omo ka the same to say review no so e wo mo so e
watare na o hye no
yes
e fata o pa o but a chia what will be your answer enti minya ni say ana me boa because exia.
Yeah.
And I'm giving you say I recommend the prof.
Na so me so matade acha wo kasa acha me say enchia ye.
Oh.
Wo se kwaba watade na chia. Matade na enchia ye.
Coming from.
Eja.
Do you know where the prof is?
Me pacho. Wo se
Why not?
Oh really?
NDC ni.
I didn't say NDC ni.
Oh.
Professor George.
Me pacho.
We
are not here to discuss any no NDC on this for brass no or kasa as
a Ghanaian.
Personally,
as a professional, as a professional,
from what he has said, he cannot be an
atade sam na okan ye no se wakasa matade na chia kwaba utai ya chia
yes
ache wo na wahu sa chia na me so se nchia ai
na so say wa wasem
aha
wa wasem
mi wa chia so ampa
mi wa chia
and na me say nchia ai it's supposed to be correction na na
from what he has said what atomizing areas in free education which or no actionase as educationist who say oh ahanom de you were this kind of challenge e wo ho it say aban e de ni be call sa kwan no so ama ya train no anka beboa and I'm of the view say with the NDC from John Mahama to the last person at their branch has never and ever applauded the free education and they have never even come out to say in this areas they what challenge because from day one they have never supported it. Now we started it.
Free education started in 2015. I was a classroom teacher. When I was in a classroom, in a senior high school, I was teaching integrated.
When I said they show them some
okay.
After education, they have no.
It's almost like the same thing.
That is why they catch yourself. This prof, as my brother is saying, so NDC, it cannot even be NDC.
Okay.
Because NDC will never come out with this statement.
I'm telling
you.
This review Corona almost on the
so that we have.
No, but I'm saying, sir, on this side, no.
Okay.
He has come out.
Although
with areas of
me don't say.
But I need to
and I feel as any time also a political analyst. Now, Honorable Ebenezer Nate and so a former MP Abrikuma Central. Yeah, they are positioning in ABC and Haneda Asadam as specialized in special drink. Ebiso Ebeko Edema Central Senior High School, so Muso Yase. I'm here, Jumedi Bro. You are the Mochanopa, Adekye Nsroma Baba, Yakramo Mamuninamu, and the